Okay guys, welcome to Dark Souls, and we are going to start out making our character here. I personally like to play female characters in this game. There's no particular reason other than they're just easier to look at. So let's see, let's come up with a name that's kind of nifty, like Alacia. Why not, right? Oh, gotta hit enter. There we go. Female class. We are going to be a sorcerer in this one. And we are going to pick the master key. And let's just go with slim. Face, royalty, hair. Always like the ponytails. Pretty much the ponytail with the bangs. Like that one. And color of the hair. Yeah, I kind of like the dark blue. Dark blue. I don't know, I kind of like the red too. Ooh. No, I like the dark red. Let's go with the dark red. Okay. And here we go. Start the game. Now, I'm probably going to have to cut this part out because I've been actually flagged for this before, but
the
let's
world
just listen
was
to
unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless lights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Alright, so here we go, guys. First thing we're going to do is loot that corpse and open our cell. Okay, hope you enjoyed the intro. I don't really know if they're going to allow me to keep it. I have been flagged for it before in previous videos, but I will end up taking those videos down because this is going to be a lot better quality than those other videos were. So there's no sense in you know, keeping those up if I'm going to be redoing this game. So let's go ahead and just rest here at this bonfire. There's really no other purpose other than well, I was going to say for the achievement, but it's not like we would not have gotten that anywhere else, you know. All right, so let's go on in here, and one thing I want to point out is you can actually see the boss for this room. He's standing right there, right above my head. And yeah, so what we're going to do is run right past him. Like so. And continue on with this level. We're going to go ahead and light this bonfire and rest here also, in case we die. There's really no reason we should die, but you never know. I'm going to go ahead and unequip that. There's really no reason for me to equip this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Well, I guess I would have just got hit there if I didn't have it. So, oops, wrong button. And we have our dagger. Our mighty, mighty dagger. Much more powerful than one would assume. Look at that. One-shotted the guy with a backstab. Of course, I guess I did two-hand the thing. And just ahead here is a little bit of a trap. Let's see what this says. Backstab. Oh, okay, that's just control help. But if you look up there very closely, you can see kind of like a dome. That is a big-ass steel ball or rock ball that is going to roll down and try and get us. But just stick right over here, and it'll go on through the wall with without hurting you. All right, let's listen to Oscar here.
You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the Undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite.
Sunny D.
Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
You're welcome. Alright. You can kill him right there if you want to. It doesn't really make any difference whatsoever. I'm going to run on down here and open this door. And not for now, but just for when we return to this area, that it's already open. Whoops. How in the hell did he just... He must have just clipped me or something. There's no reason he should have hit me right there. But that, you know, that's beside the point. Alright, let's run over here, get our catalyst, and equip that. Let's do it up here for now. I normally equip it down here on my left hand, but for now we're just going to keep it right there. What's our... Yeah, our roll's still fine. Okay. And let's try a parry. Nope, miss. Try again. There we go. Parry and riposte. So good. Love it. Here's his buddy. We're gonna backstab him. Maybe. Come here, buddy. That works. There you go. Backstabbed. Okay, you can... If you listen closely... Oh, he's not going to do it now. I was going to say, if you listen closely, you can hear the boss under the boss walking around, but apparently he stopped walking. Sucker. Alright. And if you're new to the game, you can read all these things on the ground if you want, but yeah, I've been around a little while, so I'm not going to worry about it. And alright, I'm going to two-hand our dagger, and here we go. Yeah, we're ready. And plunging attack. Look at that. That is insane for a dagger to do that much damage. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're just going to cheese this guy. We're going to go ahead and just take him out with spells. Only because we have them and it's easy and almost 0% chance of death. Yep. And you are dead. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, it's alright. But that's how easy the first boss is. A lot of people will come into that room and not realize they need to run off to the side the first time and get their butt killed and think that he's just ridiculously hard. Yeah, well, that's not how you do it. Alright, so we come down here and get a Soul of the Lost Undead. This section over here, we will come back and visit at a later time. Quite a bit later, I believe. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for us. So let's go ahead and watch the cutscene.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. to leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lodran.
Okay, so we are now in Lodran. So we are going to sit down and level up real quick. Now, because we are a sorcerer, obviously we want some intelligence. But we're not going to level that up quite too much yet, because there are a couple things that we also want, and that will come in time. So we're going to need a little bit of strength, and yeah, like I said, I'll reveal that in time. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy right here.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no celebration here. You'd have done better to rot in the Undead Asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually two bells of awakening. One's up above in the Undead Church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Now, this is going to be a basic, non-fancy playthrough. There are many alternate ways to go about beating this game. Many alternate routes on it's not a linear game. You can do it in many different types of orders. I'm going to do it in the suggested order for the most part, and then if I do a second series of this, then I will start doing some of the more what you want to call it, fancy stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk to him again, see if he has anything else to say.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. I don't know. Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
Okay, now he talks about being hollow. If you actually look at my face right now, you can see that I'm undead. I'm not a human. That will come to play very critically, actually, because I am playing online. If I'm hollow, like I am now, or undead, I cannot be invaded. But if I become human, if I have not cleared the boss of the area that I'm in, I can be invaded at any time by someone else. So, yeah, we'll get into that also. Let's see if he has anything else to say.
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
Okay, so he talks a little bit about humanity there, and I'll go into more depth about that later, but let's see if he has anything else.
What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it.
Alright.
What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town.
Okay.
I'll die again before I step foot in that cesspool.
Okay, so basically he's just giving us hints on where the different bells are that we need to ring. There's 2 different bells, one above and one below.
Bloody hell, what is it now? You ask too many questions.
I think we finally exhausted his dialogue, but we'll try. Oh.
What? I'm not up for chatting.
Yeah, leave me alone. Okay, he's done. Alright, so we exhausted his dialogue. We're going to run over here real quick. Got 3 humanity off of this little thing. That corpse, I should say. Let's just run up here, do a little bit of looting. Some fire bombs. And I'm going to do, show you guys, you know, as long as this game has been out, if no one knows about this little area now, yeah, something's wrong. But right up here where the broken lift is, you can drop down, and there's a little hidden area right here. And it's a pretty important hidden area for a couple different reasons. Number one, you get some homeward bones. These will take you back to your last bonfire at any time, even during a boss fight. Just a couple cleric items there. Now, I'm not really quite sure why the cleric items are there. And then the cracked red eye orb. That allows you to invade other people's worlds. So that goes back to what I was talking about earlier about if I was in human form right now, which I'm not, I could be invaded by people. And that will play, I'm not going to say we're going to invade anybody, but there will be plenty of times where we will be in human mode, or human form, and people may invade us. Now, I'm not sure if you just noticed, but there was a white phantom down there just a second ago. That is actually another player in, who is playing online right now. So, what I'm doing right now is essentially running away from those skeletons that just spawned. Mainly because I am not equipped to take them on right at the moment. I am just running around trying to collect some souls. And you see that skeleton right there? He's like, ah, fresh meat. Well, we're going to come down here. We are going to jump over that and rest at our bonfire. And they will reset. Okay. Not quite sure how long I've been recording, but I want to loot this area real quick before I end this episode, and we also want to come up here and talk to this guy.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Firelink. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Yeah, pretty rude guy, but...
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Copper coin.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and join this covenant for no other reason than for the achievement, if I don't already have it. And later, there's no, what's the word, consequence in joining a different covenant. So we're going to go ahead and join it. And quite honestly, we have no use for any of the miracles on this character.
Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
So, you know, as you can see, he sells a bunch of different faith type miracles and a couple of talismans, which, again, with this character, we don't really care anything about. So we're going to go ahead and learn a gesture, the shrug gesture. There's another white phantom right there. Why he's breaking those bottles, I don't know, but that was kind of
The
interesting.
effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of running real quick just to kind of clear out this area of soul items. And I think, okay, we already got that one. So now there are quite a few. There's an area right here that I'm not going to go to right now. I'll go to it later. But down this direction, there's actually quite a few soul items. You can see one right down there. And there's quite a few other items down over there. But when we go to the catacombs, we'll take care of all that stuff. Right now, we really don't need them. So, yeah, we're just going to take this little secret passage here. Get this guy. A lot of people miss him. So... Oh no! How did I do that? Well, thank goodness I'm only a few feet away. So, well, that shows you what happens when you die, and come right back over here. Wait a second, where's my... Oh, up there, okay. I just need to go back around and get it that way. But I can recover all the souls and, well, basically everything I lost right here. Alright, so it was only 124. Wasn't really worth it, but I didn't realize it was that low. There we go. Back in. And okay, so there was one other thing I wanted to show you guys before we left this area. I guess I can show you the the fire keeper. She's right down here. Let's talk to her real quick. No response. She cannot speak. Now, if we had a Firekeeper soul, we could reinforce our Estus flask, make it heal more. Obviously, she can't speak, so. But she's a very, very important character in this game. Yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. I think that's going to wrap up episode 1. I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking on the settings because I keep getting some major lag. And, yeah, so we're going to call it good. And let's see. There's the wave. I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care.